Hello, and I want to talk to you about how digital media can be used to make the Occupy movement so much more efficient. Just imagine if there are activities in Philadelphia or Los Angeles or San Francisco or New Orleans or Chicago. Imagine having a mobile telephone app that goes out that lets everybody know in the Occupy movement, people that are involved in it, what's going on. So that means if I'm traveling, I'll be able to look at the phone app for the Occupy movement and determine what activities are happening. Suppose is unrest and police are attacking people and there's need of medical attention. People there in the vicinity would be able to have the phone app and they'd be notified instantaneously of the need for support. Or perhaps there's a victory and there's good news that needs to be disseminated. People use phone apps, and there's more mobile telephone applications out here than we have computers right now. There's more people that have mobile telephones and tablets than people have computers. The communications is much more instantaneous, and thus we can get real-time dissemination of information to where it's really needed. It's also archived, and so you'll have archival footage, archival photos, archival links to blogs, archival links to YouTube videos that will really reinforce your message, help you in your efforts to recruit other people to become part of the Occupy movement or whatever your political movement is. Mine is about social justice, human rights, and the environment, by the way. That's what my focus is. I can show you how to use internet, TV, and radio in conjunction with this and deliver a powerful message, achieve powerful unity in which we're really going to make a difference in the world to assuage the inequalities that exist. So please get in touch with me. Let me help you develop your system and your network to reach a worldwide audience on a shoestring budget. And I am dedicated to freedom and to justice and to eliminating income inequality. I am dedicated to universal health care and unalienable rights that should not be taken away from people. We have to fight back against this plutocracy where the wealthy are eroding the rights of the poor and the middle class. We have to generate more jobs, and we have to protect our environment. So we need to hold politicians accountable to us. They don't fear us anymore. And so with this, we're going to have unity. Look at the people in Iran. They tried to shut them down when they were protesting. They tried to shut down people in Libya and Egypt just recently. But what transpired? People with cell phones were able to still get that video footage out, still able to get those photographs out. So this is a very resilient means of communication. It is a means in which we can tell our stories. It's a way that we can grow our numbers, because that's where our strength is. We have strength in numbers. We also have strength in that we're the ones that are right. We're the ones that are about justice, not about greed. And the American people just don't realize a lot of this. People in the world just don't realize a lot about what's going on. But when they do find out, well, there's going to be a big difference. And mobile phone apps are the way that we can communicate this message and generate higher numbers of support and unity and more organization. We don't have to have leaders, but we do have to have unity, and we do have to reflect love. Love is the way that we're going to overcome all of this. Look at Nelson Mandela. Look at Martin Luther King. Look at Mahatma Gandhi. We have so many examples to follow, but we got some advantages they didn't have. And this is how we're going to transform the entire world, utilizing digital media for our unity and to garner the power that we need for boycotts and other nonviolent struggles that have proven to win. Love is always going to win over this evil and this greed. They got our backs against the wall right now. They've taken our homes away from us, denying health care, denying us jobs, denying futures for our kids, but we can't allow that. And you don't have time to sit around and be complacent. Are you going to wait until you're an elderly person and you can't do anything about it? Are you going to allow your children to come into a world that's worse than what we have right now? Right now we have 32,000 children dying in this world every single day. We have 1% of the population controlling most of the wealth. 300 people essentially control this entire planet. They make most of the money here. So the income inequality is savage. It's barbaric. And we have to assuage this. We cannot allow corporations like McDonald's and Carl's Jr. and all the rest of these fast food companies to continue paying less than a living wage while their greedy CEOs and executives are taking home $1 million salaries and $1 million bonuses, and in some cases, billions of dollars. We cannot allow the oil industry to continue to monopolize energy and prevent the development of wind energy, solar power, and other clean energy methodologies. We cannot allow the court system to erode our human rights. We cannot allow these corporations to destroy our mom and pop businesses, to siphon the money out of our local communities, and to simply pocket the money without a care about our communities, about our society. We've got to go back and look at what Roosevelt did and what Vice President Wallace did back in the 1940s and return to some of those things. We can't let them destroy Social Security. We can't let them destroy our environment. We can no longer let them destroy our cities like Detroit, take away our homes, and be involved in banking scandals, steal our retirements away from us, as they've done with the 401ks. There's some things we can do. We can start investing in annuities, for example, much safer products for our retirement. We need to be educated about what the financial tools are. We have to stop this erosion of our society. We have to improve our infrastructure. We have to cut military spending and start spending on human rights and start spending on our communities and stop the violence, stop the drone attacks, stop the killing, stop the murdering in the name of the American people. We have to stop being so focused on football games and Dancing with the Stars and all the ridiculous things that they want us to focus on within the media, and join together and start focusing on reality and make our communities a better place to live by resisting the propaganda that we've been fed through the lamestream media. We cannot allow the Supreme Court and the Environmental Protection Agency, if you want to call it that, to continue to allow corporations to poison our environment, poison our food supply, deny us the ability to pursue holistic remedies in terms of getting treatment for cancer and diabetes. We cannot allow these fast food chains to continue to pump this poisonous food into our communities and allow these additives and pesticides like Roundup to be used in our food supply. We can't allow the continued rape of the third world, of Africa, people of color, South America, the continued assassination of leaders throughout the country. We can't allow this fracking procedure to destroy our environment. There's so many issues, and with digital media, things like telephone apps, things like YouTube, things like internet TV and radio, we'll be able to disseminate this information and acquire unity, and a unity in which we're going to embrace love as opposed to greed and to war. Please join me. Join me. My name is Walter Davis. We can turn this around. Please join me in making it a better place. I'm 56 years old. I got to do something before I become elderly. I don't want my grandkids and my kids to suffer in this world, which is getting worse and worse and worse. We've got to stop the incarceration, the mass incarceration of American citizens. America has more people incarcerated than any other country in the world. Our prison system is growing by 10,000 people every single month. And we just saw the FBI today, and this is December of 2013. They've arrested members of the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department. And we need some of these judges arrested too, that are perpetrating crimes against the American people in the family court system. Our child protective services and social services is out of control. You can see that on my blog. I'm documenting all these things on Citizens Demanding Justice and Progressive Thinkers. My blogs in which I'm keeping track of these horrendous things that are happening to people all over the world. I'm interviewing people in Russia, in France, in New Caledonia, London, United Kingdom, throughout England. All over the world, these things are going on. We have to stop this. We have to look at some of the tenets of the Zeitgeist movement and the Venus Project. We have to look at bringing democracy into the workplace. We have that. Democracy in the Workplace example is an excellent website in which we can learn how to follow the example of Mondragone How can we look at what Cotachiba is doing to achieve excellent results in terms of their environment? I have a number of documentaries that are excellent that show us the pathway. We have Nelson Mandela. We have all of these fabulous leaders that talked about love and forgiving in terms of making our world a better place. Please join me in making our world a better place. I know that we can do it. I'm not doing this for any kind of prestige. I am doing this because I am dedicated to love and making our planet a better place for us all to live, no matter what your color, your gender, none of those things should matter. So please join me in the fight.